Hello there, everybody. It's me, Nooch, and do the liking and subscribing. Because some of you were thinking, "Hey, you're Star Wars, Dad. What are you doing playing Marvel Snap?" Well, I played it last night to see what it's all about. It was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. They're going to play it for a while, see what happens, make some content, and maybe help some folks out as you go through the beginnings of this game. Some of you guys have been playing for a long time. Some of you just started, yesterday or 2 days ago when the game first came out, just like me. I started then. You can take a look. I got a whole stream where I started the game. It's a lot of fun. I really enjoy it. Quick matches. In and out, lots of strategy involved. You got to outplay your opponent, and I've not played a card game before, so this is new for me. I like the IP. I like Marvel. I've been a Marvel fan since 1981. I don't know, 82. So, but what I'm here to talk about, what are the best cards I'm using? I've been playing for 2 days. What are the best cards as a beginner that I'm using that have really impacted my game positively? And I'll talk about the best 5 cards I've been using to have a good impact on my game. I start at number 5. This guy right here, Kazar Kaiser. I kind of vaguely remember him from the comic books. I don't know. Kazar, sure. Anyway, an ongoing ability, your 1-cost cards have +1 power. So he impacts every card on the board with this ability. When you lay him down, all the cards that you have out that cost 1, and you're going to have a few of those. I've got a couple decks built here, and you want to make sure to have some. I've got 4 1-cost cards in my first deck here. I've got 4 in this deck. I've got a bunch of 1-cost cards in these decks because you're going to want to have some flexibility as the game goes on. You don't want to be tied in and be pulling really expensive cards at the beginning, and you can't play them. You wait till you want to be able to have some flexibility, be able to play a bunch of cards. You're going to have a bunch of 1-cost cards on the board. You play Kazar Kaiser. He's worth 4 in his own. He adds 1 to every 1-cost card you got on the board. So that's the value of our boy, our Jungle Tarzan. I don't know how to pronounce his name. I just don't. Okay, number 4 coming in, Wolfsbane, for a similar reason. Now she's gonna give +2 power on reveal to every other card you have here. So if you have 3 other cards in that section, she's gonna get an extra 6 power when she does that. And honestly, just for a 3-cost card, she can be worth 7 in a territory, or in a I don't know, I call it territory, what, in a city or whatever those cards are called. Anyway, she can be worth 7 costs, a 7 power card for only cost of 3. She's been real valuable early on, and granted, I'm sure that a lot more abilities are going to come on as you go on in the game. They're going to make a lot more impact and change a lot of things. Right now, it's just about getting the most power on the board. Wolfsbane's been pretty valuable for me as a 3-cost card to throw her in there and increase the entire value of that sector that I'm playing with. We'll call it a sector, sure. Coming at number 3, Ant-Man. For a similar reason, if you pull a Wolfsbane and an Ant-Man into a territory or into a sector that's already got 2 other cards in there, and you add these guys, he's going to be a 1-cost card. It's going to get you 4 power. So you're going to be getting for 4 cost, you'll be getting 11 power for these 2 guys just for Ant-Man and Wolfsbane. If you have a couple other 1-cost cards in there, you can have a really nice sector going with just these 2 cards in there. They're really valuable. They do a good job. Now let's turn on to my top 2 cards. These are just banger cards that come out and just bash. You might say they smash things, but I don't know. They come out, they do things right off the bat. My very first one is Jessica Jones. She comes in at number 2 for me. She's a 4-cost card that basically is going to get you 8 power. If you don't play a card the next turn, she gains you 4 power. I have very often played her in a territory by herself or with one other card, a territory, sector, whatever, and she ends up getting me 8 in that territory. So she is an 8-cost card for 4. It's very nice just to have her in the deck. You throw her out there in turn 4. You know she's going to get you that bump there at the end of the game to possibly win that territory. Puts up the fear into your opponent's heart as they look and they say, "Well, I'm not going to be able to get that sector now. That's gone to my opponent." They win it, and that you kind of actually get your opponent to yield on those sector where you put Jessica Jones, because she's going to give you 8 power there. And 8 power, honestly, there's other cards like the Thing only gets you 6 power for 4. White Tiger gets another 7 power card. So, Abomination costs 5 and is only 9 power. So I just think Jessica Jones is really valuable for that. She kind of is a threat to have on the board, and she keeps producing the next turn as well. I really like her for a lot there. Finally, we just smash my best card. Honestly, and I can't get it to, there we go, we clicked on it. My best card so far has been Hulk. I realize it's just a straight up, power grab. It's just like, boom, here's 12 power. Last turn of the game, I'm just gonna smash this entire sector. I'm just gonna blow it. It works, man. If you're looking at 3 sectors, and you've got one of them sewn up, you're in really good shape there. You got one that you're gonna lose, and you got one that's up for grabs. If you play the Hulk and the one that's up for grabs, you got a real good chance of winning that and winning the game. And I've done this. I did this multiple times over the last couple of days. Just Hulk smashing sectors into my advantage and winning games. I've walked away with wins because I have Hulk at the end of the game. Now, there are other really good end game cards. I look at Spectrum. If you play her, she's only worth 5 power, but she gives other ongoing cards 2+ power. And ongoing cards, you get your card like an Ant-Man. You can I click it? You can add 2 power to him at the end of the game for ongoing. You're going to add 2 power. That Wolfsbane is a reveal. 2 power to like a Colossus for ongoing. Anybody that's got an ongoing ability is going to have 2 power added to them as they're going through the game. I'm clicking on reveal stuff, but you get the idea. There's a bunch of ongoing cards in the game, ongoing the Punisher, that will add power added. The thing is that spreads it across the board. And I really feel like at the end of the game, you're trying to dial in. You may have a situation where you want to add 4 power over here and 2 power here and but mostly in the game, I think you're kind of set by that 6th turn. You just want to smash one sector, make sure you win it, bring home all the bacon, and here's your boy Hulk Smash. He brings it in for you, so he comes out my best card of the game. These are beginner cards. Realizing that there's some good stuff. I feel like Gamora, I may start pushing her into my deck here. I just got her. I haven't been able to use her yet. On reveal, if your opponent played a card here this turn to 5 power, well, when you get those last 2 turns of the game, it's going to happen a lot that you're going to know where your opponent's going to be playing cards. And if you throw her on there, she's a 5 cost 12, so she gives you just as much power as Hulk if you get her where your opponent adds a card for only 5, and that's worth a lot. So I'll be playing with more cards as I go. Right now, those I feel like are my best cards in the game. Let me know what your best beginner cards know, and if I'm missing something for these beginner card sets, I'd like to hear about it and know what you've got going on. Anyway, that's all we got for today. We'll see you next time, and always remember, Nooch do good.